And we've got more because my next guest is a singer. He is an actor. He is a time traveller. He is the always fabulous Mr. John Barrowman. Look at that. He was born to be in the spotlight.
Thank you. Thank you, Jonathan. By the way, where'd you get your suit?
Thank you very much indeed. I think it's sort of like a more expensive version of the one you're
Don't think so.
Now, John.
Yes.
Is a fantastically attractive man, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen. He's multi-talented, he's wealthy, he's entertaining. Come on, girls, what are you waiting for? And we have fantastic music from the most exciting new band of the year. In your guest out, ladies and gentlemen. He's only been in the green room for half an hour and already everyone else is exhausted. I think the right actually's had a stitch as well. Will you please welcome the unstoppable force of nature that is the remarkable John Barrowman.
Life's not worth a damn till you can say, hey world, I am one.
I was terrified when you came to me then. Ladies and gentlemen, it's John Barrowman. Look at that. We're lucky to have him. Hey, John, how are you?
Very good, thank you.
I never know what's going to come out your mouth when we meet because sometimes it's full-on kind of like it's an Americanised English you speak.
Yeah.
Other times we get the full Scottish.
Well, actually, back there with Lorraine, I was speaking. I can't speak American. You all know this already, but I can't speak American to someone who speaks Scottish to me.
Yeah, it clicks in your head, doesn't it?
Well, it's something that just happens. But with you, I'll speak American because that's how you know me, as the Yankee Doodle dandy.
And did you try any Hindi when you were chatting there with?
No.
Exciting news.
What?
Exciting news in the life of John Barrowman, exciting news in the life of TV fans generally. John is about to head to the States. That's a shame, I know, but he's out there to do a big show.
I'm coming back, don't worry.
You're coming back, good.
Yeah.
When do you go over? And please, if people don't know already, tell us the show you're about to take a role in.
Well, first of all, I go over in March, early March. And I'm really excited about this. I can't believe it. I'm going to be... Ready? I'm going to be on Desperate Housewives.
That is exciting. Desperate Housewives.
Yeah.
If ever a show was made for a man, the man for a show, then you and Desperate Housewives are a perfect mix.
I'm going to be stirring up Wisteria Lane quite a bit.
Very exciting. And can you tell us much about what you're going to play?
I can't, because I'm, the one thing that I can tell you, I met Mark Cherry, who is the director, the creator, the writer, and the producer of Desperate Housewives, and I was out in Los Angeles while I was filming the Across America thing with Children in Need with Mylene Klass, and I went for a brunch with him. He invited me along because he said he was a fan of Torchwood, and I went and had brunch with him, and we had a nice chat, and I didn't think anything was going to come from it. He did, when you're in Los Angeles, people say things to you, and you kind of go, yeah, okay. And then, he said, I'd love to write something for you. I have a deal, with ABC where I'll be writing new scripts for them, blah, 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 blah. You go, yeah. Thank you very much. I jump in a car, start driving across America with Mylene Klass. My manager and agent, Gavin, then gets a phone call within like 12 hours saying, I have to have him on this series. I have to write a character for him. And he has. He's written this character for me.
And also, because those things don't always pan out, and suddenly this will be actually happening.
Within within 12, 24 hours.
But you kind of owe that to Torchwood then.
Well, yeah, absolutely. Because, Torchwood is, I'm not going to pretend that it's not been a huge deal in my life. And that and Doctor Who literally have changed the life of John Barrowman, and Torchwood has made me, in a sense, an international,
because
name.
Because it has huge fans all over the world.
Well, yes.
Coming back to that then, watching the last Doctor Who at Christmas, the last one with David Tennant, is that it then for Captain Jack? Will we see more?
I don't know. That's the answer that I have to give you. I have no idea.
So they haven't actually made any...
No, I have no clue what's going to happen, and that's the answer, that's the official answer, and that's what I'm sticking to.
He knows more than he's saying.
Well, listen, I always say something else and say something more, and I get in trouble for it, so I'm not saying anything more. That's all that I know, and I'm telling you the honest-to-God truth.
And with the new Doctor, you cheat on David Tennant with the new Doctor?
Yeah.
There he is, this young Matt Smith. I have some exciting news. He's coming on this show in a few weeks' time.
Fantastic.
So we're going to get to meet him and find out what the new series has in store.
Well, I did get to meet him once. We were doing some publicity for Torchwood, and he was being introduced to the PR department at the BBC. because, you know, he's getting briefed on what he's got to do and how his life is going to change
It's
massively.
a big deal. It's a big deal.
Huge deal.
Yeah.
And he did say to me, he said, I'd love for our, you know, characters passed across. And it's this, you know, I kind of think that with David finishing, Captain Jack might be done in the Doctor Who series. That's my, you know, feelings on it. But if they were to ask me to come back, of course I would go back. I would go back in a second.
I saw Mr. Barrowman recently. I was lucky enough to see him on the West End stage performing in La Cage aux Folles.
Yes.
What a tremendous musical. What a tremendous role as well. Have you played it before this one? Had you done this one before?
No, I haven't. That was the first
That's John,
time.
believe
That's
it or
me,
not,
actually.
ladies and gentlemen. That's John as a very glamorous, and let's face it, slightly misleading ingenue.
I kind of look like Crystal Carrington from Dynasty, don't I?
It does, but you don't need the fake shoulder pads because you're packing them already. You've got the 80s look going on up there.
I had a ball in that, Jonathan.
Well, I need to ask you a question, though.
What?
OK, the night I'm going to see it, the big number, the big show-stopping number right in the middle
Don't.
is I Am What I Am.
Yeah?
And what happened?
I cracked.
Yeah.
I cracked, and I'd like to blame it on emotion.
It was the last night, I have to give you that.
It was the last night, and in the matinee, I think I gave it a little too much oomph, so I was a bit tired. And also, I think maybe it was emotion. No, it wasn't. I cracked. I cracked, and I went out there and I sang, and I went at the bit, I am what I am, and I went, I am.
And I thought someone was sacrificing a goat backstage. Because there's a new cast coming in, it must be some sort of showbiz tradition.
Yeah. No, I cracked, and it's probably one of the few times that. But you know what? It's live theater.
I wouldn't have known. It's only when I saw you afterwards and you
Shut
told me.
up! You did. You came back and you said, "Did you crack on that note?" Shut up.
I forgot I said that.
That's a friend. You know. Oh, it was wonderful. We didn't even notice. No, you cracked.
But look. Sort of you're there's Woody Woodpecker in The Desperate Housewives. Is there a musical or a musical role that you've never played that you're gagging for, that you'd really like to have a go at?
I've thought about that, and every time I think about it, I think of one role, but I'm not sure if I'm ready to play it yet. It's a musical role, and I would love to do Mac and Mabel. Yeah.
Hold it,
See?
there was an actual sharp intake of He's not talking about a threesome, love. It's a musical.
Hey, by the way, can I try that machine that Lorraine Kelly was on?
Of course you can. Of course you can. As a matter of fact, bring it out. Let's give John a go. Like you haven't ridden one of these before.
Mine's got attachments.
For cash.
Mine has attachments.
Oh, shut up like you didn't think it.
Hold it.
When Lorraine Kelly was on it, you didn't go, "Roar," did you? Oh, has anybody got a towel?
I'll tell you. No, be quiet. Put those in your hand. Right, we're going straight to 4 for you, young man.
Copacabana. Oh my God.
No, I'm not happy.
Please hold me. Hold me. Please hold me. Whisper sweet nothings in my ear while I do this.
Gotta get the right button. Don't start something I can't finish. There you go. What about that? Hey,
This is really good.
Where's Shadouk? Let's get Shadouk back out.
Okay.
Yeah, come on.
There he is. Just watch your back.
There he is. Mr. Shadouk. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna do both. I'm going to ride a horse and kiss you.
There you go. Hey, and they're our gift to you. Not that you need them, but take them home and use them on the plane.
Yeah, which one was yours stronger?
Shut up, Khan, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. Thanks, shut up. That's exhausting. Well, good work on that.
Very brilliant.
You've ridden one of those before. Don't do the same line. OK. Now, John Barrowman has a new album out, ladies and gentlemen. I'm always excited. How many albums have you had out now?
With Sony, I've had 3.
You've had more than that, haven't you?
Well, but the others are musical theater albums or cast albums. I think something in total of like maybe, I'm guessing around 10. It's probably more.
I believe something like 83 albums out, in actual fact.
83.
Yeah,
Shut
look,
up.
well, hold it. There's this new one here. Where's the new one?
Shut
There's
up.
the new one. John
That's the new
Barrowman.
one.
And I would have thought you'd have got to that title before now. You not used that title before?
No.
That was not an ambitious name.
Yes.
Some of the older albums. Let's have a look at this
Oh,
one.
come on.
Behind me. That didn't... Above you. That was a good one. Yeah, that was a misstep, if you don't mind me saying.
Yeah, that was a misstep,
Still look
yeah.
handsome, but boom,
Boom,
Barrowman.
Barrowman.
Yeah,
Hey, I look really thin there.
yeah. Dead and lovely. That was the metal phase.
Nice gun.
Yeah.
Barrowman
Right
rides.
that works. You see that? I've got them all. You don't realise I've bought them all over the years. Sings everything.
Oh, no!
Your mum didn't know Barrowman's alive. That was
Yeah.
to reassure fans who are worried. Yodeling. I love you in Lederhosen. I've said that to you so many times.
See, I take you around the world.
All right. Now.
Yes.
On the album, John Barrowman, there is a version which I played on my radio show a few weeks ago.
Yeah, you did. Thank you very much for
Copacabana.
that.
Well, I got the album. I wanted to listen to it straight away. Copacabana, which is one of the great, kind of cheesy, but can be great as well. You know what I mean? It's a little bit of everything, depending on how it's done, depending on the mood. Copacabana, the great Barry Manilow track, and you performed it with Barry, didn't you?
No. Actually, I performed. I Made It Through the Rain.
Oh, that's right.
With
Sorry.
Barry, and we did a duet together, and he wrote it especially for us for Proms in the Park, and it was 40,000 people, and I actually couldn't believe that I was on stage singing with Barry Manilow.
So you must have been, you were a fan, I guess, from back then.
I was a fan because he writes great songs. He's got great, he's a great singer of his time and still is, and he's a great performer. And to be asked by someone like that to go on stage, and I've been asked by so many different people to do so many different things. So when this man rings and says, come and sing with me, you're not going to say no, are you?
Of course you're not.
Because when I go out to Los Angeles, I've actually been invited to Palm Springs.
Yeah, well,
and visit him.
I've been to his house.
Have you?
Yes.
Well, yeah, shut up.
Years ago.
Yeah, shut up. And?
I scratched his piano.
Oh, I bet
Well, it was an accident. He still doesn't know.
I'm telling him.
Don't you?
I'm
Why
gonna
would you tell him?
I'm going to ring him up and tell him.
Why would you do that?
Because.
What's wrong with you?
Just to have fun. And I'm gonna give him your number and have him call you. Yes.
I know we can
Like I would do that.
Yeah. John.
Yes.
John.
What?
John.
Yes.
Will you sing for us this evening?
I certainly will.
He will sing for us this evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to end the show with a big blast of musical joy from Mr. John Barrowman. What song can I press upon you to sing?
Well, as long as everybody joins in and puts their hands up and claps and has a really good time, Copacabana.
Copacabana. Who doesn't love the sound of that? But first, ladies and gentlemen, join me saying thank you to Mr. John Barrowman. Great stuff. Let's not take off. John Barrowman.